Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Today, our discussion is to mainly to encourage that man, that woman out there who seem to have no one to support, who seem to have no friend in times of trials. That man, that woman who has given all but has received nothing in return because of the kind of friends we have around. I'm bringing up this discussion because it affected me also in many ways in the past, but not anymore. All right. Uh, this mostly has to do with black community. You know, we call it bringing down syndrome. When you try to strive and achieve something, they see you as a competition. They want to bring you down, and then when you are down, and then you've stayed down for too long, they will still be the one to talk about you. You know, call you a failure. So the title of this one will be No, you are not a failure. I am not a failure because my mother didn't give birth to a failure. All right. For example, when I was coming to this country, South Africa, my dad specifically warned me not to indulge in drug peddling because he didn't sponsor me to South Africa because of money, but just to be a man, face life, and conquer the best way there is, you know. And I've been in this country, South Africa, for 23 years now. I've made money, I've spent money, I've lost money. I've made friends and I've lost friends. But the question is, are they truly friends? Fair weather friends are not friends. There are many people like that, many people like me all over the world. They think we are friends when things are going fine, you know, they're always there. But a friend who will talk about you, just because they think you've made an achievement, is definitely not a friend. A friend who constantly want to put you down is not your friend. You know, the best friend, the only friend we have in this world is God, Jesus Christ. Once you can cross that bridge and know that your salvation, your prosperity lies on the other side of the bridge, which is with Jesus Christ, nothing can bring you down. I've had families call me all sort of names. They failure because the money wasn't coming as quickly as they had expected, or they're not getting what they expected from me. You know, I've lost friends. I've lost good friends. I don't want to start mentioning names now. Many friends. Some because they got hold of money maybe before I did, and they thought, okay, that the class is no longer the same. They are on higher class now, so I have to bow down now and worship, which is something I would never do. Worship a man for money. I was not raised that way, you know. I've given all my best for them when they need, even now, despite their so-called wealth. They remember me when they are in need of something. You see. So I almost gave up at the point in time. But then to think about it, I never came here because of any one of them. You know, I have my own journey in life, just like you do. We all have our own journeys. You know, if God wants a man to help you, He will send a man to you. And that person might not even be from your own circle, could be from outside, could be anywhere. So don't get disappointed when a friend brings you down or lets you down. Because when a man or a friend lets you down, that is Him making a space now for God to step in as long as you are strong. And when God steps in, you become stronger. And when you're stronger, you become a story. You know, they will sit down and wonder how you've survived all this while. You see, all right. Um, my own case, for instance, now, I was not raised to suck up to somebody. No, I don't pretend. No, that's why I only have one friend. That's my wife. You know, because I trusted too much in the past and I was let down. And at the end of the day, I had myself to blame. I've been set up many times, but here I am still standing. You know, you think you have families and what? Families will only be there for you when they think the burden is not too much for them. But when the burden gets too much, they'll be the first to dump you and let you know how heavy your load is for them to bear. So focus on yourself, focus on God, and then think less of friends. You can achieve that thing. Suicide is never the way. Focus on God. Give heaven more than just a passing glance. And you'll find that there is more to life than just all these things that meet your eyes. There is more to life, and every single day God wakes you up. He does that for you to make Him proud, not for you to glorify other men above Him. And if I'm making sense, you see. In my previous video, I talked about making savings. So your so-called friend might think they might not want to be with you because of financial status. They think they are higher than you. But at the end of the day, it's not who gets there first. It's who gets there at all. So they might get there first. You can get the snail pace and still get the same glory. Savings. Make savings. Keep less friends. Partying and stuff like that. Make sure you do the necessary stuff first before pleasure. Don't mix your business with pleasure also. Make savings and invest whatever it is you're able to save to multiply. At the end of the day, they judge you with what they think you have. You may have to suffer a while they think you're not having, and that will be your saving period where you are busy making savings because you have nothing to show now. Everything is just going into your savings. Then when you have a substantial amount, you can multiply that into an investment, landed properties and stuff like that. You find that you don't need anybody to survive. You know, you don't need anyone to survive. I've had friends attack me on Facebook and say, yeah, you've been out of the country for 20 years now. You have nothing to show. But they don't even know I've got investments. You see, just because they don't see my investments back home, they think, okay, this one is worthless. They can talk to you anyhow. At the end of the day, let your actions speak for you. You don't have to banter words with anybody. Be strong in your faith. When I say faith, I mean faith in God. Keep less friends. All right? Minimize the secret you expose out there. If you have a true friend, your family, your son, your wife, yeah, that should be enough for you. Make sure you enjoy your own company. Stay home, enjoy yourself. You see, and don't ever, no matter what you do, let anyone look down on you. Don't ever let anyone talk down on you. Don't suck up to anybody. Don't sell your soul to a fellow man because before God, that man is nothing also. So if you worship a man and the man you worship is nothing before God, then it means you are nothing. Put your hope above that man. Put your hope in God. Knowing fully well you're not a failure. Knowing fully well God has called you to run this race because He knows you are fit for it. You see, as long as no man feeds you, as long as no man feeds your family, then you are fine. You are not a failure. My mother didn't raise a failure. I'm not a failure. Whatever it is you think you can achieve, I can as well achieve because the same God that created you is my creator. The same gifts He has given to you, He has given to me also. My own gift might be a little more different than yours, but at the end of the day, those gifts are meant to bring profit. So we can show God what we've achieved with whatever gifts He has given to us. When you spend your time worshiping a man, you don't even have time for your own self. You find yourself sucking up to a man, you find yourself talking too much and gossiping about other people just to make sure that man is pleased to have you in a circle. But the truth is, a man who will not accept you in a circle when he thinks you are in penury does not deserve to have you in his life. When he sees that you are financially okay, take that to the bank. A man who will not accept you for who you truly are, it doesn't have to be your friend. That's not even a friend. You know, that's a fair weather friend. So know the kind of friends you keep. Know the limit for everything you do on the outside. Let them see results. If you have no much income, like most of my brothers here, they talk about block money. They want to get block money first before they invest back home. Block money will not come. Block money, by block money, I mean they want huge amount of money coming in at the same time. Maybe like winning the lottery, scamming someone and getting huge amount of money. You may not get that money and you spend the next 30 years in the foreign country, only to go back home empty-handed. And I'm sure that's not what we want. But you can save that money. Savings is the key. It gives you power. Since the world loves money and you don't have the money, but you do have some minute amount of money coming in, save. Even if it's 10 rand a day, save. 10 rand a day in 30 days will give you 300 that you're not touching. Save. I keep saying this thing. Then one day, you have enough power, financial power, to invest and multiply. And overnight, you find that you're on the same level with those so-called rich friends who have dumped you in the past. Those who think they've used you and you are of no use to them. You can always bounce back. But don't get carried away. Like most of my brothers here in South Africa, out of frustration, you see them doing drugs. Smoking daka is a normal thing to them now. Not because they enjoy it, just because they want to get that stress off their mind. Just because of pressure coming from home. Most of them won't even do video calls because they don't want their family to see how they live outside the country. Most of them won't even visit home because they don't have what it takes, to impress people that side. Whatever money you can get here, yeah, you will be lucky if you can even buy your ticket, But if you can make savings, keep less friends, minimize your secrets, the one you expose out there, focus on God mostly. You'll find that heaven is your limit. Thank you very much.